All right, we'll just keep going.
Exactly.
Okay, what was I talking? It was something I was talking about, which was, it was breaking news.
Okay.
Okay, and a 3, 2, 1.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number or try your call again.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second segment of Reheated Leftovers.
Yes.
Once again, my name is Eric.
And my name is Bert, and thank you for joining us and staying with us. You didn't have to click on YouTube to find us, but you did, or you found us through something else. So we want to thank you for taking those few moments. And whether you're looking at us on an iPhone or an iPad or just a MacBook Pro,
Product placement.
anything Apple, whatever you're looking at us on, we appreciate you taking the time to do
The
that.
fact that you pointed, you are a corporate sellout.
Or whether it's your Windows products, it doesn't
If
matter.
you're watching us on Apple TV,
We want to say thank
on
you for
iTunes,
watching.
if you've seen this,
Or if you're on a Samsung or a Mitsubishi or any type of GE product, we want to thank you for that. Also, this segment is sponsored by the National Rifle Association. And eat more sugar. Sugar is good.
it
what was
feeds
I-
your cancer.
That's right. So we got all the sponsors in on that one.
Yeah.
But even Windows products are good too. That's-
You forgot
What?
Trojan condom.
Yes, what he said. I was saying breaking news.
Yeah.
How much that has changed a lot as far as what constitute breaking news.
Yeah.
That was it for me. You want
That was it.
Well, I just want to talk about the whole concept of breaking news.
Okay, what about it?
Well, I don't. We live in a 24/7 news cycle, and things that break, some of them should be breaking. Remember when we were growing up, and breaking news was like a big event. Now it's just like something they put at the bottom of the screen as it rolls by.
scroll,
it just means something
the
is
crawl.
happening.
Yeah.
They should call it something is happening.
Yeah.
As opposed to breaking news, because there should be like some type of level of what exactly is breaking news.
Yeah.
If a truck crashes in I-10, is that necessarily breaking news?
Not really.
Or is that like something's happening?
I agree. But see, this ties into something I've talked about in the past where my feelings about sports networks like ESPN, they're horrible because
Why?
they have no choice but to recycle crap and make it sound more important than it really is and try to reuse the same stuff they've been using for the past week, or they'll blow up something.
Is it
They'll
ESPN
make something
or
out of
CNN?
nothing. No, I'm going to get
Sports.
to. Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
I'm using ESPN as an example. Then I'm
Okay.
going to put that same description or example over into the news networks.
Go for it. It's just a longer point
Yeah,
you're making.
Exactly.
Stay with us. He's going to get to that point.
Oh, it's only going to take a few seconds.
Okay, go
if
for
you
it.
don't interrupt. My feeling about sports talk radio especially, is that it's just full of a bunch of feminine guys that claim that this really guy stuff, but they sit around and talk like they have diaries. It's annoying. And even ESPN, because they sit around and make something out of nothing, because it's all about creating content.
Like what?
No. Well, see, this is what I mean. If you keep asking me this stuff, then I'm going to have to extend my point, but I don't need to. This is what I'm saying.
Go on. I'm not going to interrupt him anymore because this is a good point.
Sports, the reason the sports segment is no more than 2, possibly 3 minutes long in your nightly newscasts or the morning, is because all you need to know is if someone won or lost in the scores. You really don't need to know all this drama that they fabricate, that they try to make something out of nothing, like so-and-so was looking mad on the sidelines. Is there a rift in the locker room? Is he a cancer? Things like that. Sports talk radio is full of bitches.
Woo!
as,
beat that.
as well as ESPN. Now, take that into your standard news.
Yes.
Pick whoever you want. They're making so much out of nothing because they realize, look, we're a 24-hour news channel. We have to talk about something.
I know.
So we're going to have 8 million correspondents, several soldiers or generals or admirals, politicians who we are telling you have experience in a certain area. So, you can rely on us. We're going to have 1 million different opinions, to have 1 million different voices say the one viewpoint that we want to get across.
To try to be fair. They're trying to be fair. So you take one subject, you have 8 people on a panel,
Yeah, exactly.
and each person talks about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then they cut to a
Sensational
commercial or
garbage.
something like that, and then they bring the panel back and they do this. It's like nothing goes on, nothing gets solved,
Nothing.
no one gets to the deeper issue of what this is all about.
Yeah.
It just becomes this nice, entertaining panel.
Yeah.
And the key word there is entertaining. If you're going to have an in-depth talk about a particular subject, take 1 or 2 people
Yeah.
and just have a really good talk and spend an hour. My God, you got 24 hours on this channel. We don't have to be jumping to 5 or 6, 8 subjects
Exactly.
over and over. That's one thing I'm not. I mean, I was a big meat to press person when Tim Russer was around. Now that David Gregory has taken over, it's changed a lot. And since it's become more, in some ways, entertainment,
Sensational.
it hasn't become more hard news.
Yeah.
Because Tim could sit there and just rattle people. The thing that really ticks me off most about news people is that many of them are spineless and gutless. They will have someone on the show who basically owns them.
Yeah.
They won't answer the question. They talk about whatever they want to. And these people are so happy to have Senator so-and-so and Senator
Exactly.
on the so. They don't tie them down. They won't sit there and say, Senator, you didn't answer my question.
Exactly.
Senator, what about this right here? Senator, you said this right here. What about this? Senator, this is the only question I want you to answer. Will you or will you not answer the question?
Yeah.
Yes or no. Don't give me a bullshit answer. Just
Oh, we're gonna
answer
have
the
to bleep
question.
that out.
Yeah, well, no, bullshit's okay.
But
it's
female
bull.
dogs isn't.
It's bull. And it's crap.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Steer excrement.
yeah, I like that even better.
Yeah, go
But
on.
that's my biggest thing is that
Yeah.
in the news business, it doesn't. I don't think it takes a lot to create a show. Let me put it this way: any organization, news organization, that has backbone and is objective and will have tough questions for anyone who comes on, I think people would flock to that channel because what they're getting out there now is a bunch of crap. It's getting people on there who think like I do to make themselves feel pretty good. Now, I will say the Morning Joe. I do watch that show, and actually, I think it's one of the best shows on TV as far as news, opinion, whatever. Joe is very, very conservative, but he is someone that says, this is how I think, this is how I feel, this is my belief, this is how I back it up. And he has some people who are different than him on there. But I just think when it comes to news at this moment, I don't have a lot of respect for not many journalists out there. I can't think of a journalist that I think would be someone I want to sit there and listen to for an hour, 60 minutes, now and then. I would say probably the best person in the news business is not a news person, and to me that's Jon Stewart. Yeah, undoubtedly he is. If news people could look at what he does, and he has fun with it, he knows who he is and whatever it is, but he's very sharp, he's very funny, and he's very respectful in the sense that he doesn't have to sit there and put someone down just because he disagrees with them. He will let them talk, but he would sit there and have a really good conversation with them. And if he's convinced, he'll say, hey, I was wrong. And if he's not, he'll say, whatever. I've seen people who have come on his show and they've been challenged as far as he's not, quote, some little funny man out there. And then CNN has become a joke. It really has. This last, the Boston bombing, when they went on the air and started talking about they had the person in custody, I used to automatically go to CNN just to see what's happening now. But since that incident, I'm more I'm less likely to go there because I don't think they want to get it first, whether it's right or wrong. They just want to get it first.
That's the problem.
Then they will
with
clean up afterwards. We told you about it first. We were totally off with this, but we got there first. And you got huge organizations who are just doing a horrible job with that.